A mom of two has detailed how a desperate search on Google led to a devastating diagnosis after months of doctors persistently dismissing her excruciating stomach pains. Amanda Crossley, from Queensland, started suffering debilitating pain at 20 weeks pregnant, but she was told multiple times there was nothing wrong with her. Watch the video above, Amanda's devastating diagnosis. For more health and well-being related news and videos, check out Health and Wellbeing 3 months after giving birth to her daughter April in May this year, the 32-year-old noticed her condition worsened. After turning to Dr. Google to investigate her own symptoms, she discovered she was actually suffering from bowel cancer, a disease most common in people aged 50 and over. When doctors finally tested her, she was given a stage 4 diagnosis. "I was pretty angry," Amanda tells Sunrise hosts David Koch and Natalie Barr. "Frustration is probably one of the milder words that I would have picked for it. I was in a lot of pain for a long time, so to actually have an answer was good." She claims doctors put her debilitating pain down to pregnancy-related symptoms. "I wish I'd been listened to earlier, but Amanda knew something wasn't right when the symptoms lingered after welcoming her second child. I was going every 2 weeks to the doctors saying, 'It's not getting better, it's not getting better,'" she says. "I wish I had been listened to earlier, like more, especially because postpartum, the symptoms didn't go away. I just wish they had sent me for more diagnostic testing a lot earlier than waiting and letting me be in pain for so long." She had no choice but turn to Dr. Google for health advice after her concerns were ignored. Much to her shock, she discovered her symptoms were identical to those of bowel cancer. Her world came crashing down on July 27 when she was given the news she was dreading, but at the same time, expecting. "Timing wasn't great, it's hard," Amanda explains. "For me personally, I really do like my doctor and I have a good doctor. But I do feel like my symptoms were very dismissed. I guess obviously the timing wasn't great because I was pregnant. A lot of the symptoms from bowel cancer and pregnancy both aligned as being very similar." Her partner Ben Winter says Amanda's strong family history of cancer was always on the back of his mind, despite doctors repeatedly dismissing her symptoms. "But you kind of trust the professionals and hope for the best," he says. With Amanda, she's pretty strong, so she would just push through anything. Not an old man's disease anymore. Generous family, friends and strangers have rallied behind Amanda after a GoFundMe page was set up to cover the cost of her medical expenses and family's living expenses. "The biggest thing is getting the awareness out there," Amanda said. "Bowel cancer affects so many young people and it's not an old man's disease anymore, how doctors like to call it. Definitely push for those tests if you know there's something wrong." Amanda remains hopeful as she prepares to undergo surgery, followed by chemotherapy. Warning signs: with around 14,000 new cases every year, it is the second most common cancer in Australia. If detected early, the chance of successful treatment and long-term survival improves significantly. Not all bowel cancers show symptoms, but common warning signs include abdominal pain or bloating, constipation, diarrhea, unexplained weight loss, tiredness, weakness or breathlessness. And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.